You have a live look of the great Reformed Church of Debrecen. We are in the city center where the FIBA 3x3 Women's Series stop number 20, yeah, that's right, stop number 20 in 2023 will take on today. We have the knockout stage of the competition. The quarterfinals are coming up next. And we are happy to start with the game between Canada and Lithuania. Yesterday, here in Debrecen, the full stage was played. 12 teams started in the competition. Only 8 are still alive. 4 of them were eliminated. All the groups had the same scenario. One team undefeated and the other won one game and lost the other one. There were no ties in the groups, so it was pretty easy for us to do the math and know who qualified and who was out after the first day. Canada finished first in a group with Austria and Egypt. Canada won both of those games in a dominating way. Even though the score in the first one was only 20-18 against Austria, Canada led 20-9 at some point, and then they defeated Egypt 21-13. On the other hand, Lithuania, their opponents for today, finished with a win against Latvia 21-17 and a loss against Hungary 19-15. This is the schedule for the quarterfinals. Canada-Lithuania is the first game. Düsseldorf, the winners of the Baku tournament 4 days ago, will take on the under-24 team of the United States of America. Two sponsor teams face-to-face in the third quarterfinal, Neftchi versus Gyor. And we will conclude this part of the competition with Hungary versus Austria. Half-court, one hoop, two teams of 3+1 sub, 12 seconds on the shot clock, first team to 21 wins, or the best after the 10 minutes. These are the short rules of 3x3 basketball. Of course, there are some other differentials between 3x3 basketball and 5-on-5 basketball, as we are also watching what's happening at the World Cup in Asia these days. Canada, Lithuania, Düsseldorf versus USA, Neftchi versus Gyor, and Hungary versus Austria, as I was mentioning before, are the 4 quarterfinals. The winners of the first 2 are meeting each other in the semifinals. The winners of the last 2 also will play one against the other in the other semifinal. Canada versus Lithuania is not really a classic, but they met before 4 times, 3 wins for Canada, 1 for Lithuania. They also met this year in Prague in the quarterfinals, and Canada won that game. But Canada is here with a different roster. There are no Plouffe sisters. You can watch the rosters here, and I'm going to be back with you after the presentation. So these are the rosters for today. I was mentioning Canada has a brand new roster here. No Plouffe sister, no Paige Crozon. Samantha Cooper is the only player who participated before in the FIBA 3x3 Women's Series. She played 5 games in the past. All the other players are making their debut. Actually, they made their debut yesterday here in Debrecen in the FIBA 3x3 Women's Series. On the other hand, we have a very good Lithuanian team, but with a huge absence. I'm talking about Kamile Načičkaitė, the hero from Katowice, the player who scored back-to-back doubles in the quarterfinals and the semifinals to bring the Lithuanian team all the way to the finals, where Lithuania did not have enough to win against the United States of America. But this is going to be a pretty interesting game. I would like to salute all our viewers on the FIBA 3x3 channel. My name is Cosmin Petrescu. I'm happy to be here with you again. This is, just like I mentioned before, tournament number 20 this year. Man, time flies. It seems it was like yesterday when we started this calendar in Wuhan. May 6th, that was the first tournament. China won that one, and just like that, as you snap your fingers, and the summer is almost over. We're here in Debrecen. Day number 2, quarterfinals, ready to take on here Canada versus Lithuania. I'm wondering, what's your favorite? I'm wondering, who's your favorite team? Who do you think will win it? You can leave your opinions on the live chat on the FIBA 3x3 YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe if you get there. Hit that subscribe button and you'll be notified with all the events. By the way, we're not going to have too much of a break after this tournament. Only 2 days of break, and we're going to be back with the tournament from Varsovie to Gyor from France. And that's going to be followed with no break this time by the last normal stop in Montreal. And then the Ulaanbaatar Grand Final coming up next on September 16 and 17. The game is underway. Lithuania with the first possession of this one. Gabriele Schulzke is denied by Sasha Grant-Allen. She played excellent yesterday on both defense and offense, and she starts with a very good defensive play, rejecting that shot from Schulzke, who has the rock again in her hands. She kicks it out. The 2-point attempt comes up short for Martina Petronaite. Now Cassandra Brown is driving and thriving. First bucket of the day comes from Cassandra Brown, and Canada is up on the board. Schulzke here through the screen. She threads the needle. Nicely done in the connection with Monika Grigaloskide, who is the top scorer of the tournament so far. Grigaloskide with 9 points per game yesterday. She's followed by 4 players with 8 points per game. Claudia Pop from Gyor, Brianna Fraser and Alexandra Mollenhauer from Neftchi, and Anja Fuchs-Roberton from Austria. Canada had Sasha Grant-Allen as a top scorer, 6 points per game yesterday. She was followed by Keishana Washington with 5.5 and Cassandra Brown with the same average. Now top shots underneath the basket, but the hands were lowered in the ref opinion. And that's going to be a foul called against Martina Petronaite. Who's going to send Samantha Cooper to the free throw line. One shot for Cooper. It rolls in. Canada with 4 tournaments won this year, already qualified for the Ulaanbaatar Grand Final. Probably it was also an option to send this roster here to test some brand new players, as Keishana Washington was trying to get closer to the rim, but she lost that ball. Now Donski Chide. The lob pass inside, nicely done, and the finish from underneath the basket from Grigaloskide was really hard to contain. The answer from Cassandra Brown, using the left hand to lay that in. But Grigaloskide is unstoppable so far. When she gets the ball down low, she just turns and scores. Washington stops the dribble, kicks it out. 2-point attempt from Brown, who knocks it down, and Canada leads 5-3. Petronaite to Donski Chide. She drives on the baseline. The reverse layup is good. Washington here, she has cleared the ball first. She gives it up to Cassandra Brown. Brown underneath the basket. This time the shot was altered by Grigaloskide. And now we have a stoppage in this game. Second team foul against Lithuania. Canada will get the ball back. I was mentioning the fact that Canada won 4 tournaments this year. They are tied with China, the only teams who won 4 times in the FIBA 3x3 Women's Series. But on the regular standings, as Schulzke is missing that 2-pointer, on the regular standings, they are 4th. France and Neftchi are above. China leading the calendar by far with a total of 998 points, followed by France with 660 and Neftchi with 651. Canada with a total of 575 points. The explanation is pretty simple. Canada played in less tournaments than France or Neftchi. Washington here. Grand Allen from mid-range. She was looking on the shot clock. She saw that 4 over there, and she rushed that. It was well contested. Now the handoff here. Neftchi starts the drive. Now she kicks it out. A 2-point attempt from Petronaite. And Lithuania takes the lead as Petronaite sinks it in the net. Once again, the game is stopped. We have another foul. Team foul number 3 against Lithuania. This is Cassandra Brown. Washington gives the ball inside Grand Allen. She is missing the left-hand hook shot. Rebounded by Grigaloskide, and now we have a foul committed by Kishana Washington, but she knew what she was doing. Kishana Washington recognizing the mismatch. She had to defend the tallest player from the Lithuanian team, Monika Grigaloskide, the top scorer of the tournament so far, so she committed this tactical foul to stop the play. Talking about Grigaloskide, she reaches for that rebound, but the ball is not Lithuanian yet. Now it is. Grigaloskide, 1 against 2, puts it up. Off-balance shot. Brown counts down with it. Washington here. Driving on the left hand. She is fast and furious. You blink, you miss her. And Canada ties the game at 6. Petronaite to Grigaloskide. The bounce pass for Schulske, who knocks it down from outside. No hesitation from Gabriele Schulske, who says, you know what, you leave it that open, you're gonna pay the price, I don't care. Now a steal here from Brown, change of possession. Cooper from mid-range. What a shot was that. You have to be pretty confident to attempt something like that, especially with a hand in your face. Schulske now kicks it out. Grigaloskide with a fake. She gets closer to the rim, spins, fires, scores as the shot clock was about to expire. She managed that 12 seconds perfectly, but what about this shot? Cassandra Brown saying, when that's gonna count for 2, I might start doing it. Until that, I'm gonna put it inside from outside. But talking about outside shots, they are on fire. Petronaite this time puts Lithuania up by 2. Kishana Washington back to Cooper again. No, this time got the iron. And Grigaloskide is reaching for that rebound. Petronaite comes up short. Fast pace of this game. No interruptions. We passed for a long time the moment when we should have had the first TV timeout, but we are approaching the midpoint of this game and they are still playing. Gabriele Schulske here with a bounce pass inside. Grigaloskide kicks it out. Petronaite for 2. And finally, we can breathe. Yeah. USA. That's it. First TV timeout of this game. Oh my God. I was thinking about losing my voice already because they are not kidding right here. They're playing one possession ball game. Lithuania up by 2, 5 minutes and 4 seconds left until the end of this ball game. Okay, so let's get back to action. We have the chance of hearing the players here at the timeouts. Wide open for 2. It rolls in and out for Samantha Cooper. So it stays 11-9 in favor of Lithuania. Neftchi stops the dribble. Now Grigaloskide. That's going to be a foul against Canada. Team foul number 4. So Lithuania gets the ball back from the top. Once again, the reach here from Cassandra Brown is trying to strip Grigaloskide of that possession. What a pass here. The GPS was activated by Gabriele Schulske, and Neftchi is saying, this is exactly what I've ordered. Thank you very much. Washington to Grant Allen. And she was pushed from behind by Martina Petronaite. Lithuania up 3. Canada with the ball. Washington lets it fly. This time won't go. Grant Allen was pushing that ball where I think she thought Kishana Washington will stay, but Kishana Washington already ran for the follow. So this is Lithuania's ball. Donski Chite fouled hard from behind. They're asking for an unsportsmanlike conduct. They're gonna say this was a regular foul. Well, I'm gonna say just this. It didn't look well. It didn't look good. Kishana Washington grabbing the entire arm for opponent. Now Cooper. The ball went back inside to Cassandra Brown. Donski Chite on the bad part of this mismatch committed a foul in order to not let Brown do her thing in a post. Kishana Washington, why is she that wide open? But unfortunately for her, she misses the shot. That was a mistake for the Lithuanian defense, but they dodged the bullet here. Donski Chite. The bounce pass to Petronaite. The ball goes inside, and no problem for Monika Grigalowski to add another point to this Lithuanian lead. Grant Allen now with a spin. The shot, the miss. She follows that ball. Now she lets it fly from outside. Got only the front of the rim. And now Schulske. She's looking for an open lane, and she draws the foul. Was that a foul against Canada? I think it was, and that will mean Schulske will head to the charity stripe for 2 shots after the TV timeout because Canada is already over the limit. So a huge opportunity for Gabriele Schulske to put Lithuania up by 6. As I was telling you yesterday, I can let you hear what the players are talking about, but as long as they are talking in their language and that language is not English, I'm not going to be able to translate that for you. Maybe ChatGPT can do that, but then we're going to lose our jobs. I hope that will not happen soon. And I hope that the human spirit will stay with the Coles. You had yesterday your man, Kyle Montgomery, aka the voice for the FIBA 3x3 World Tour here in Debrecen, and what a tournament that was. Now it's girls' time. They're gonna take the courts today again, but this time in prime time here in Debrecen. Probably we're gonna have a lot of people in the stands later on when Gyor and Hungary, both teams representing the hosts, are gonna play. Kishana Washington here after the free throws were 1-1. They were split by Gabriele Schulske. Another foul against Canada. So Gabriele Schulske gets another chance to build up this lead for Lithuania. The first shot from Schulske is no good. She continues to miss what can be some important free throws at the end of the game. Schulske, a very experienced player. 46 games played so far in the women's series. 23 wins, 23 losses. Now hard drive here for Cassandra Brown. She missed the shot. She got back the ball, kicks it out for Washington, who puts it up from mid-range, but that's way off. And now the game is stopped again. Talking about experience, Petronaite, also with 50 games played so far in the women's series. Grigalowski played 21. And Donski Chite played 8 so far. Now she has the ball. Donski Chite here lets it go, and that's nothing but cotton. Lithuania is dominating right now this unexperienced Canadian team who scores courtesy of Keishana Washington. 7-point ball game. Donski Chite stops at mid-range. The handoff here to Grigalauskite, who lost it against Brown. Keishana Washington wide open for two. No. And I think Grigalauskite was the last one to touch it. It should be Canada ball. At least that's what I saw. Of course, the referee was way closer to that ball, and she had a better angle, but she is awarding the ball to the Canadian team. Grant Allen here. Allen driving on hand, turn around, hug shots. Grigalauskite stayed with her, and then she rebounded that ball, who's controlled now with a little bit of problem, but in the end she still has it, by Gabriele Schulske, who threads the needle. Grigalauskite hopes she will have Petra Naite at the top of the arc. Petra Naite went on the wing, so they were not on the same page here, and that's a turnover against Lithuania. Washington back to Cooper, misses the two-pointer. I was mentioning at the start of the game, Samantha Cooper is the only player who participated in the past in the FIBA 3x3 Women's Series. She played 5 games in the past. This will be her 8th, considering the 2 games played yesterday. Washington back to Brown. Brown lost it for a second. Now she is driving, but the layup is too strong on the glass. Donski Chite. The ball goes inside, and the spin from Monika Grigalauskite. Excellent execution. She is so skilled. Grant Allen with a mid-range jump shot. Donski Chite now with the ball through the screen. Donski Chite kicks it out. This is Petra Naite, who wants the double. Got the back iron. And Cassandra Brown rebounds it for Canada. Washington driving on the baseline. This is a very tough shot, and I think she made the most out of it. Thanks to Donski Chite, who was a little bit too aggressive here because she had Keishana Washington exactly where she wanted. The angle was very tough, but she did not hold her ground. So that's going to be a foul, and it will send Brown to the free throw line for one shot. Don't forget, after the end of this game, Düsseldorf Süß representing Germany and the U24 Team USA are going to face each other. Düsseldorf Süß coming with the momentum rolling, undefeated here after winning the tournament in Baku on August 23. The free throw is good, 18-12 in favor of Lithuania. Miscommunication between Grigalauskite and Schulske. And that's a huge present for Canada, who gets the ball back without doing too much on the defensive side of the court. It's going to be Samantha Cooper with the watermelon. Puts it into Cassandra Brown's hands, but her two-pointer is not even close. Grigalauskite with another errant pass. Canada gets another possession. Washington stops, pops, and drops. 18-13, 1 minute to go. This is still not over. Lithuania has to stay focused. Schulske driving on the left hand, the spin, lost the ball for a second, and that's a shot clock violation. Canada with another opportunity to cut into this lead. They are trailing by 5 with 49 seconds left. Brown, back to Cooper. Cooper here from mid-range. Didn't touch anything. Every point counts, every possession counts, especially when you're down by 5 and the time is pressuring you. So every missed opportunity like this can cost Lithuania the chances to advance to the semifinals. Neftchi here. A floater from way outside. Now the rebound from Keyshawn Washington. Washington pulls the trigger. Bang! Two-pointer for Canada. They are down by only 3. 22 seconds left. Neftchi trying to milk the clock. Kicks it out. Petranaida lets it go. The rebound from Grant Allen. And now we have a foul. Oh my, that's a foul against Lithuania. This is a huge mistake because this is foul number 7 and it will put Canada on the charity stripe for 2 shots. We have a timeout with 13.8 left until the end of the game. Well, there's a 1.8 differential between the game clock and the shot clock, but I don't think you have enough time to defend if they're going to keep the ball until the very last second. Well, it looked like the foul was actually an offensive foul, so Keyshawn Washington lets it fly here. No free throws, so no free throws awarded. Lithuania wins it 18-15. I thought that was a defensive foul, but actually that was an offensive foul. So Lithuania is the first team to qualify for the semifinals. 18-15, the final score. They played better, they were focused, and they had more experience. Here are the highlights for this game. We are getting ready for the second game of the day. Coming up next on our channel, Düsseldorf Süß versus USA U24. Stay here with us.
Take a picture, yeah.
Düsseldorf Sus is trying to continue the winning streak after winning the first tournament this year in Baku on August 23. They are undefeated so far in this tournament, 22-7 against Azerbaijan and 21-14 against the hosts, Gyor. And now they will face this under-24 team USA that lost against Neftchi 21-9, but won against Ukraine 18-14 to advance to quarterfinal. This is the second quarterfinal. We already know Lithuania is through after defeating Team Canada moments ago. Coming up next after this game, Neftchi representing Azerbaijan versus Gyor representing Hungary. It might get a little bit louder here in the Castle Square, downtown Debrecen, when Gyor is gonna play representing the host country. Under 24 team of the United States of America participated in other tournaments this year too. This is the fifth one so far. Best finish was in Quebec, in Canada, where they played a final. They lost against Canada. Every single time they finished at least 8th, so they played in the quarterfinals in the past stops, playing in Orleans, Poitiers, and Edmonton. The game is underway here. Düsseldorf with the first possession, and this is the connection everybody knows about, but there are so few who can do something against it. Aoi Katsura and Ama Degbian opening the first wound for the German team. Traveling violation here against USA, and that's a turnover that's going to give back the ball to the German squad. Degbian already asking for the ball in the post, but the ref is releasing the watermelon just right now. Degbian back to Maeda. She keeps the dribble alive, stops it here, gives it to Jenny Crowder, who tries to split the defense. Degbian with a circus shot. That would have been the shot of the tournament if that would have gone in. Now USA looking for the Tasha Hyman going fast and furious to the cup. That's a foul against her now. Trying to hold on her opponent. Team foul number 1 against USA. Maeda, Katsura. Very short lineup here for Düsseldorf Sus, but they are able to draw another foul, this time against Carla Wells. Maeda back to Katsura. She thought about it. Now Katsura turns, fires, and it goes in and out. Wells. Hand off to Sellers. Sellers in the paint. Turnaround J perfect. Nicely done by Cheyenne Sellers, who puts USA up on the board. Jenny Crowder here. Crowder, tough shot, but right on the money. Are you kidding me? You can't do it like that, Jenny. Come on. This is not fair. She had a hand in her face. USA answering. Azana Bain scoring in the post. But what a two-pointer that was. Aoi Katsura for 2. This time won't go. And Cheyenne Sellers rebounds it. This is Baines. Intercepted by Maeda. Back to Katsura. And that's going to be an offensive foul for an illegal screen. Baines again with the ball. Waiting for a screen. Now she lets it go from mid-range. It rolled out, and Ama Degbian, who checked back into the game, comes down with a rebound. Aoi Katsura, she was the top scorer for Düsseldorf yesterday with 7 points per game. Gives the ball inside. Jimmy Crowder is shaking and baking, putting that in against Sellers. Now Zana Baines back to Hyman, who lets it go. Amadegbian with the board. Crowder driving on the left hand. Crowder looking to protect the ball with the right shoulder, but that was off balance and she did not have enough to score from that difficult position. Talking about top scorers for the United States of America, Zana Baines had 5 points per game. He was the top scorer for the American team. Dagbian from outside. Katsura forced for that rebound and pushed it right into Maeda's hands. Katsura gets it back here, keeping the dribble alive, puts it up and puts it in. You're gonna take it and you're gonna like it, sister, was the message to Tisha Hyman, who has the rock here, looking to answer from outside, but she won't. Dagbian protects it perfectly, and that rolls out of the real estate. Dagbian back to Crowder, crossover here. Crowder denied from behind by Zana Baines. Baines now trying to take advantage of this mismatch, and she did it. On the defensive side and on the offensive side, she is working double shift like nobody. And now the game is stopped for a foul against USA, team foul number 3. I think that was called against Cheyenne Sellers. First TV timeout of the game, so let's hear it from the players. Well, once again, moments ago, we rewatched that amazing shot by Jenny Crowder. I still cannot believe that went in, but look at this. Aoi Katsura escaping through the defense, drawing the foul, and she's going to head to the free throw line with the opportunity of putting one more point on the board for Düsseldorf Süß. Katsura misses it, but she takes it back. No box out whatsoever. Amadegbian, I think she had a wide open lane to the basket, and probably she knew that as Katsura is letting it go from outside, and Maeda grabs it offensively and sends it down low to Amadegbian. I want to say that sometimes this happens. You are already thinking about the way you are finishing that play, that you don't do the easiest thing, dribbling the ball. Turnaround J, nicely done by Tisha Hyman, who keeps USA to this game. Katsura here. Back to Dagbian. She is unstoppable underneath the basket. Wells here against Dagbian. Wells, top shot. Dagbian is there. Play call. Going to be a foul against Amadegbian. One thing that surprises me is that they are playing a lot of one-on-one basketball against Amadegbian, and they are not trying to post up against the other players, against Katsura, against Jenny Crowder, against Maeda, who are shorter. USA can have this advantage because they're taller, they look stronger. But when you are playing in the post against Dagbian, Dagbian is one of the best players in the paint. So she knows how to defend something like that. That's no mismatch. The mismatch is not in your favor, if there is any. Of course, this U24 team of the United States of America doesn't have the same experience like this Düsseldorf Süß, who's shooting from outside. Maeda sinks it in the cotton. Sellers releases it from mid-range. Katsura on the follow, gives it here to Maeda. The hand after Jenny Crowder. Crowder trying to split the defense. She still has the ball, but they have to put it up. Katsura, it's the buzzer! Nothing but net for Aoi Katsura, who beats the clock, and Düsseldorf Zeus is up by 6. So far, a dominating display from this Düsseldorf Zeus team, who has the momentum after winning in Baku. The confidence level is way over the ceiling here in Debrecen, because we have the magic sky, so there is an actual ceiling this time. Right, the left-hand hook shot from Ahmad Degbian. One more point from our Düsseldorf Zeus. Sellers, back to Baines. Degbian grabs the rebound. Maeda puts it into Crowder's hand. She hesitated first, so probably that's why she came up short. It happens. Hyman now. The pass inside to Azana Baines. Baines with a right-hand hook shot. She rolls it in, and then Degbian threw it away. 4 minutes and 22 seconds left till the end of this ball game. Zana Baines with a rock. Back to Wells. Baines again lets it go and hits. Huge two-pointer for USA, who stays in this game. They are trailing by 4 right now. Aoi Katsura, this is one of her hot spots. Hot spot for Aoi Katsura. You cannot leave her that wide open. She's gonna punish you. Wells trying to answer from the same spot on the court, but she can. Katsura releases it from outside this time. But nothing but air on this shot. TV timeout, 5-point advantage for Düsseldorf Zeus. 3 minutes, 52 seconds until the buzzer sounds for the final time in this second quarter final. Teams talking about the numbers of fouls to give. Plenty of them for both. Düsseldorf Zeus with 3, 2 for USA, who has the ball here, and that's going to be one of those fouls to give for Düsseldorf. It's going to be called against Yuka Maeda. Team foul number 4 for the German team. Baines. Crossover here, getting closer to the rim, and she puts it in. Once again, 4-point ball game. Katsura this time gets in the paint. No look pass for Jenny Crowder, but you're not gonna score that. Kyla Wells saying incorrect password. You should try that again. A beautiful pass is not converted into a basket because Kyla Wells is acting like the Minister of Defense, and she rejects that with authority. Katsura for 2. That's going to be a shot clock violation, and USA will get it back.
Have you ever wondered how the best did it? They never second guessed, they didn't set limits. Are you a follower or a visionary? Can you handle the load that you were meant to carry? We're on the mission.
Sellers against Degbian, who is all over her. The handoff to Hyman from the baseline. Katsura follows the ball, but she almost threw it away. It ricochets. Fortunately for Düsseldorf Zeus to Ahmad Degbian. Jenny Crowder here to cross over. The shot, the miss. Degbian there with a putback. Still no good. USA has it. Courtesy of Cheyenne Sellers. Wells. Back to Hyman, who lets it go and hits again. USA down by 3. They are coming back. This is not over. Do not even think about clicking that X button on your laptop or changing the app on your smartphone. Stay here with us. This might be a nail fighter. Second quarterfinal in Debrecen. With Jenny Crowder keeping the dribble alive, looks to thread the needle to Debrecen, who gets it here in the paint, puts it up. Azana Baines comes down with it. USA can make it a one-possession ball game if they score here. They're asking for a double dribble. The ref is saying that ball was touched. Tough shot there, almost went in. Debrecen soars for the board. Back to Maeda. Maeda here stops at mid-range. Off-balance shot, no good. Baines now puts it into Sellers' hands. Back to Baines, but there is Maeda with a theft. Ooh, you can get arrested for something like that in countries like this. I don't know. Of course, it is legal on a basketball court, but that was a robbery there on the court. And instead of a point for USA, Düsseldorf has the possession, and look at Aoi Katsura put it in the spin cycle. Under 2 minutes to go. Bad pass here from Kyla Wells, and it goes out of bounds. Düsseldorf is up by 4. Katsura looks for Debrecen, once again activates the screwdriver. Hyman with a rebound. Hyman now back to Baines. Baines inside, 1 against 3. She was surrounded. Gives the ball back to Hyman. Hyman with a floater at the buzzer. And then she gets underneath that ball. Maeda misses it from outside, but Katsura is flying on the court, getting that rebound again and recycling the attack for Düsseldorf. Debrecen here, you're not gonna stop that. Nicely done by Debrecen, who gives the German team a 5-point lead with 1:17 to go. And the ball was lost by Kyla Wells. That's another turnover against the United States of America. And Düsseldorf will have it from the 3x3 logo after the timeout called by the USA with 1 minute and 15 seconds left until the end of the second quarterfinal. Well, keep in mind after this one, Neftchi representing Azerbaijan, a team that won multiple tournaments this year, 3 of them, to be more precise, against Gyor representing Hungary. Probably is going to be pretty loud here in the Castle Square. And that's going to be followed by Hungary versus Austria, the last quarterfinal. The game resumes here, Aoi Katsura. That's a foul against USA, the last foul to give, committed by Sellers. Maeda, Debrecen, back to Maeda, who puts it up and puts it in from outside, and that might be the dagger. Hyman on the drive, comes up empty, Debrecen gets the rebound, Maeda spots Jenny Crowder beyond the arc. Crowder looking for Debrecen, who puts it up as the shot clock was about to expire. Baines with the rebound. And now going to have a foul against Düsseldorf, but Düsseldorf still with one more foul to give. I'm not even that sure that Debrecen was the one to foul there, but it is what it is. That was the call on the court. Now, Aoi Katsura again with a spin, again with a shot. This time won't go. Wells. That's a foul against Jenny Crowder. So from now on, both teams are over the limit. No, my bad. Düsseldorf still with one foul to give. And now the finish from Azana Baines. Katsura. 15 seconds left. Katsura trying to split the defense. She does that, but she cannot hit. Maybe USA can from outside. Well, no. Hyman comes up short. She steps out of bounds. 4 seconds left. We already know the second team qualified for the quarterfinals. So it will be Lithuania versus Düsseldorf Sus. Nothing can change here. Only the final score if Katsura puts it in. She doesn't. But Düsseldorf Sus advances 17-11 against the U24 Team USA. And Lithuania will face Düsseldorf Sus in the first semi-final. 2 more quarterfinals are coming up next. Stay right here with us on our FIBA 3x3 channel. Neftchi versus Gyor and Hungary versus Austria coming up in about 15 minutes. Until then, you can watch the highlights from this game dominated by Düsseldorf Sus.
Okay, so say it. Second contest. So the first one is 12 seconds is maximum time. Okay? So as you are going to the center of basket, almost, you have to solve 3 baskets behind the line where you want. Okay, then you know the not in the face, behind the line. Okay? 3 baskets, the trophy is for you. 2 baskets, the trophy is not for you. Okay, very simple rules.
Modern a 12 másodpercet a áramban a kopra bedobjon, ha nem össze, akkor a pólót lövi. De akkor szerintem mit szurkolj? Are we ready?
So yeah, so you're ready? One,
Valami próbál.
uh-oh, okay, so say it on the line for the beginning. Debrecen, are you ready? Can you hear that? Okay. Say it, ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Come on.
sponsor teams face to face in the third quarterfinal here in Debrecen. Neftchi representing Azerbaijan versus Gyor representing Hungary is going to have the support of the crowd during this game. This is going to be the third time this year these two sides are meeting each other. So far, Neftchi won the first two games, defeating Gyor in Netanya and in Pristina. That was also the quarterfinal. But now Gyor has Dora Medgeshi coming back into the roster of this team. Dora Medgeshi, a 3x3 legend for Hungary. She helped the national team of Hungary to win the gold medal at the 2016 FIBA 3x3 European Championship in Bucharest. And then she also helped Team Hungary to win the silver medal 3 years later at the World Cup. Claudia Pop can be the dynamic duo along Dora Medgeshi there. Claudia Pop also with 2 silver medals at the FIBA 3x3 World Cup. The first one came in 2017, the second one in 2019 when she was a teammate of Dora Medgeshi. On the other hand, we have Neftchi, a team that dominated so far some of the tournaments played in 2023 in the FIBA 3x3 Women's Series. 3 wins already for Neftchi. The first one came on home soil in Shusha on June 13th. They repeated performance in Netanya on July 3rd, and they won it again in Melilla in Spain on August 19th. Claudia Pop with the first possession of the game. Third quarterfinal is underway. Gyor attacks the rim here, and Claudia opted in using the glass, giving the crowd already a reason to explode. Mollenhauer finds Ulyanova, who sets the screen. Mollenhauer from outside. Dora Medgeshi a little bit too close here. Did not give her enough length to get back on the court. So did not have enough space to land, I should have said. So Mollenhauer will head to the free throw line for 2 shots. The first one goes in. Two out of 2 for Alexandra Mollenhauer, who puts Neftchi in front. Claudia Pop here. She is shaking and baking, keeping the dribble alive, puts it up, but there is Ulyanova, who is saying exit light, enter night. Yeah, exactly like that Metallica song. There was only night for Claudia Pop when she attempted that shot. Courtesy of Dina Ulyanova. Neftchi is a very good defensive team. They're usually making everything hard for you. They're not giving you anything easy, but this two-pointer is not easy, but is in. Claudia Pop knocks it down from outside. Erica Carter trying to answer. Bingo! What you can do, I can do even better. Looks like that was the message. Medgeshi here, trying to play some ISO basketball. Lets it go. It goes in and out. Hegedus with a rebound. But they are calling her for a double dribble. So that's going to be a turnover against Gyor. Janka Hegedus with a mistake here. Frazier. She was unstoppable yesterday from outside. Now Frazier, turn around Jay. Claudia Pop reaches for that rebound, and we're going to have a kick ball against Erica Carter. That's going to keep the possession in favor of Gyor. I think Pop was fortunate there because she lost the ball, but accidentally that ball was touched by the foot of one Neftchi player, and now Gyor still has it. Medgeshi gives it to Bach. Bach is driving against Frazier. Good handbrake, puts it up, and she gets the friendly bounce. Where did she go was the answer. Was the question for Brianna Frazier. Bach again looks for Hegedus. She has a mismatch in her advantage here, but she misses the shot. Ulyanova comes down with it. Frazier the hand off to Mollenhauer. Back inside, Ulyanova turns, misses the shot. Boglar Kabak with the rebound. She splits the defense better than Moses the Red Sea, and she puts it in using the left-hand layup. Mollenhauer now is fouled by Medgeshi, who fell She had the step, so she committed a foul in order to stop the play. Team foul number 2 against Gyor. She checks out of the game. Mollenhauer to Ulyanova, the head fake. She goes all the way to the cup. Boglar Kabak back inside to Hegedus in the post. Very tough shot against Mollenhauer, who was all over her. And now Mollenhauer controls the ball, finds Ulyanova in the mismatch again. And the only chance to stop that for Claudia Pop is to foul her. Frazier, the lob pass inside. That's a 3-second violation. Too much time in the paint for Mollenhauer. And that's going to be a turnover. We are still tied. 5-5 Neftchi versus Gyor, third quarterfinal. Lithuania and Düsseldorf SUS already qualified for the semifinals. Claudia Pop again. This is the second two-pointer she puts in this game. Oh man, when she gets hot, it's pretty tough to stop her. Medgeshi comes back into the game. The screen is set by Hegedus. Medgeshi to Claudia Pop. Pop the crossover, lets it fly. This time it was way off and Brianna Frazier has the possession for Neftchi. Erica Carter. Top shot by Ulyanova, but she knocks it down. Unfortunately for her, the foot was on the line, so that's only a one-pointer. The fake here for Medgeshi, the reverse layup against Frazier, who cannot do anything to stop that. She was fast and furious. Dora Medgeshi showing us why she is a former European champion and a silver medalist at the World Cup. TV timeout with 6 minutes and 48 seconds left. 8-6 in favor of Gyor. Claudia Pop here. Lost the dribble for a second. Boglar Kabak against Erica Carter. Bog gets in the paint. The shot clock down to 1. She puts it up. Erica Carter soars for that rebound. And now Neftchi can cut into this lead. They can't even tie it if this goes in. And it does. Alexandra Mollenhauer. Nothing but net from outside. Intercepted by Ulyanova for a second. I think that call came up a little bit early. They did not let them to fight for that ball for more than a second. That's a jump ball. The question is here, did Ulyanova have possession already? Because that means Gyor has the possession now. And yep, that's the answer. Gyor with the ball. Pop kicks it out. 2-point shot missed by Boglar Kabak. Brianna Frazier with the ball. Mollenhauer back to Frazier in the post. And that's team foul number 4 against Gyor. Mollenhauer again for Erica Carter. The pick and roll with Frazier. She's looking for her. Frazier in the post. Muscles her way through the basket and knocks it down for Neftchi, who takes the lead. 5:50 to go. Medgeshi gives it inside. Hegedus with the spin, puts it up. It rolls out. Mollenhauer with a rebound, clears it. Gets it back from Brianna Frazier. Mollenhauer activates the machine gun, and she is pushed by Dora Medgeshi, who commits the 15th foul for Gyor. So only one more foul to give for the Hungarian team, and plenty of time until the end of this game. Carter through the screen. Carter had Frazier open for a second, but she plays ISO basketball and she draws a foul. That rolls in. 10-8 in favor of Neftchi. Claudia Pop here, the crossover, lets it go. That would have been one of the highlights of the day, but she misses the shot. But she is flying on the court, gives it to Neftchi, who puts it in from outside. Courtesy of Claudia Pop, who stole that ball, and after the takeaway, she delivered the assist. She got it back here. Once again, Neftchi. Inside to Hegedus. Hegedus against Ulyanova. Back to Neftchi. This time comes up short. Molenhauer for Carter. Carter stops, pops. Hegedus with a rebound. Back to Pop. She hits 2 two-pointers already in this game. This time she comes closer to the basket. She delivers it inside. Hegedus turns, fires, and that rolls in. Gyor takes the lead. Molenhauer through the screen, lets it fly. Ulyanova is there with the putback, and she converts the garbage into gold. Claudia Pop for 2. Yes! 3 two-pointers for Claudia Pop, who starts to boil right now. Don't touch her, she is hot. Molenhauer cannot answer from the baseline, and that rolls out of bounds. Gyor will have it back from the 3x3 logo. Bach to Pop. Boglarka Bach looking for Hegedus, who is wide open, but it took some time for her to figure that out. Everybody's laughing in the stands, but you know what? She puts it in, so that's the only thing that matters. But it looked like she was the only one not aware that she was that wide open in the paint. Everybody was saying, put it up, you're wide open, shoot it. And she was like, what should I do? Where's the defender? You know, sometimes it is too dangerous to be that wide open because you cannot believe it. This is for real. How can you be that wide open in the paint? Somebody has to be there. It must be a trap, right? So somebody has to come out of nowhere to block that shot. You're a little bit afraid. I think this is what happened here with Janka Hegedus. But the important part for Gyor is that she was able to score in the end and put Gyor up by 3. As I mentioned before, Gyor never defeated Neftchi, who's at the free throw line now after the 7th team foul committed by Hungarian team Brianna Frazier with 2 shots. Neftchi won both games this year against Gyor. Now they are trailing by 2, but that lead can be split here, and Brianna Frazier knocks it down 14-13, less than 4 minutes to go. Claudia Pop with a hesitation move. She draws the foul against Carter. Pop to Hegedus. Back to Pop. Puts it up. It would have been her 4th winner, but there is Boglarka Bach getting the possession inside the paint, and she was pushed from behind. That's going to be team foul number 4 against Neftchi. And the ball will still be into Dora Megachi's hands. She lets it go. Back irons. Frazier wants the double. That would have been put Neftchi in front. Neftchi. Back to Bach. Bach trying to split the defense all the way up, just like that Fat Joe song. Gyor is up by 2. Frazier down low in the post. She is shaking and baking. Bach gets the ball back, thought about it. Hegedus now against Ulyanova. It rolls out. Frazier collects the rebound. The handoff to Molenhauer. Molenhauer through the screen, looks for Frazier. She gets the contact, but she cannot finish. Ball here through the screen. Back to Hegedus. The shot clock is down to 2. She let it go. Brianna Fraser with the ball. Again, Mollenhauer looks for Fraser. Fraser inside. She's grabbed from behind by Neftchi. Well, that's an obvious foul by Dora Neftchi. I don't know why she is arguing about. She got both hands on Brianna Fraser. She grabbed her. And now Fraser can put Neftchi in front. Moments ago, she hit both of her free throws. Now she misses the first one. Second one is nothing but net. We are tied at 15, 2.5 to go. Claudia Pop on the baseline is denied by Mollenhauer. And Fraser puts the fork in it. Mollenhauer looks for Fraser. Fraser in the trap. Lost the ball, but it looks like it was touched last by one of the Hungarian players. So it will stay with Neftchi. The question is how many seconds are still on the shot clock. Probably Boglar Kabak was the last one to touch it as we are rewatching the block shot by Mollenhauer. Carter at the buzzer. It rims out. Good rebound by Boglar Kabak. Claudia Pop. Pop with a bad pass. Ulyanova with the active hand steals the ball. Erica Carter with a fake back to Ulyanova. Wide open on the baseline. What a rebound by Brianna Fraser, who just went all the way to the ceiling to get that ball, but the pass was deflected. I think we're going to have a timeout here with 1:46 to go. Tied at 15. This is anybody's game. Yeah, that was nice. On live, it was awesome. On the replay, it will blossom. You know what I say? And this is one of the 3 2-pointers knocked down by Claudia Pop in this game. Enrico Carter. Carter now stops, pops, and drops. Neftchi is up by 1. Claudia Pop for 2. Dora Neftchi grabs the round and she draws the foul. That's going to be team foul number 5 against Neftchi. Fortunately for the Azerbaijani team, they still have a foul to give, so that's not going to put Neftchi at the free throw line. They can defend again and they can keep this advantage, but this is a very, very slim lead. Claudia Pop, crossover. Looks for Hegedus, ball was deflected. Who will get it here? Erica Carter saves it for Neftchi. Mollenhauer looks for Brianna Fraser in the trap. Fraser doesn't matter. 1 against 2, once again muscling her way to the basket. Neftchi with her team down by 2 looks for the tie. Money! Welcome back, Dora Neftchi, who ties the game at 17. Carter now. Back to Mollenhauer, the shot clock down to 1, left it 5, did not touch the iron, and that's going to be a shot clock violation. We are in crunch time, ladies and gentlemen. This is anybody's game. Who has more ice in its veins? Will it be Neftchi or will it be Gyor? Stay here with us on the FIBA 3x3 channel, and you're going to find out drama unfolding right in front of our eyes. As Claudia Pop is passing that ball to Boglar Kabak. Bak back to Pop. Pop from the parking lot. In and out. Boglar Kabak had it for a moment, but Mollenhauer comes down with it. Now Mollenhauer with a dribble. Stops it. Gives it to Ulyanova, who's looking for Carter, but she travels. Turnover against Neftchi. Ulyanova looked for a solution, and once again, the game is stopped. Another timeout is called. Basically, we have time for 2 attacks, 2 full shot blocks, 24.8 left. This is exactly what I've anticipated. The crowd getting into this, supporting the home team. Gyor getting pushed from behind, but will that be enough? They have the ball. We are all even. Janka Hegedus to Bogdar Kabak. Bach keeping the dribble alive, trying to play some ISO basketball. Bogdar Kabak, isolation, devastation. Right in front of Mollenhauer, who looks for the tie here. Wide open from mid-range, puts it in. Gyor still has a chance. Claudia Bob playing some hero basketball, gives it inside, and that's a huge miss from Bogdar Kabak, who had it for the win. And this will go to the overtime. Look at that shot from Bogdar Kabak. This is 10 times tougher than what she missed at the end. And then Mollenhauer with some ice in her veins. This is exactly what I was talking about. That was a very tough shot. But if she had some jello on that hand, probably it would have stayed still. Laura Neftchi, even though she is sitting on a bench here at the start of the overtime, acting like the leader for this team, trying to give something from her experience to these younger players. Neftchi with the first possession of the game, first team to score 2 points, wins it in overtime. This might be it. Mollenhauer, back to Carter. They go for the kill. Mollenhauer, no good. Hegedus comes down with it. Pop keeps it in bounds. Gyor now with a chance. Claudia Pop stops, gets it back. Claudia Pop, this might be for the win. No, just a 1-point shot. Rebounded by Mollenhauer. Carter is wide open. Carter with a hand in her face. The game is still on, and that's gonna be a foul against Alexandra Mollenhauer. But fortunately for Neftchi, they still had a foul to give. So no penalty here, just a ball from the 3x3 logo for Gyor. Neftchi checks back into the game. Can she be the hero for this Hungarian team? Neftchi with the rock. Pop trying to create some space, looks for the screen. Claudia Pop with a shot clock down to 3, puts it up, comes up short. And Brianna Fraser protects that to make sure it goes out of bounds. The Hungarian coach is on fire. He is lit there on the bleachers. But now they have to defend. Mollenhauer. Back to Carter. Carter for the win. Knocks it down. Cold-blooded shot by Erica Carter. And Neftchi wins it for the 3rd time out of 3 against Gyor this year and qualifies to the semifinals, breaking the hearts of the Hungarian fans right in the Kosovo Square in Debrecen. If you don't like that, you don't like 3x3 basketball. Erica Carter, ice, ice, baby. And that's your final score. Neftchi 20, Gyor 18 after overtime. One more game left in the quarterfinals. Stay right here with us. Hungary versus Austria coming up next. I'm gonna let you enjoy the highlights of this game, and I'm gonna be back with you with more action on our FIBA 3x3 channel. Work with us, not against us. One more spot left available for the semifinals, and this is going to be played between Hungary and Austria. Two teams that met before only 2 times in the history of 3x3 basketball, and both games were won by the Austrian team. Austria won at the Euro Cup last year in the pool stage of the competition, and also won the quarterfinal in Astara this year in the FIBA 3x3 Women's Series. Hungary finished undefeated, Pool C yesterday, after defeating 19-15 Lithuania and 18-5 Latvia. On the other hand, for Austria, they lost the first game 20-18 against Canada, and like I was saying during the first game of the day, Canada led there 20-9. Austria had a 9-0 run at the end of the game, but that was not enough to come back and win it. But then they won against Sarah Mohammed and Egypt 21-14 and qualified for this quarterfinal that will be played here in Kosovo Square, right in front of the Reformed Great Church of Debrecen. Already a landmark for 3x3 basketball. This city hosted so many tournaments in the past, and it is considered a classic for 3x3 basketball. This is Gyor, some nice move yesterday for Hungary. She was the top scorer of the team, 6 points per game. Sigrid Koizar had 6.5 for Austria, but she was not the top scorer. Anya Fuchs-Roberton finished day number 1 as the second top scorer of the tournament. Anya Fuchs-Roberton with an average of 8 points per game. Only Monika Grigaloskide from Lithuania had more with 9 points per game. I'm happy to see that we have a lot of fans on our streaming. I'm happy to see that we have a lot of talks on our live chat. Once again, my name is Cosmin Petrescu, and I'm happy to be here with you for this stop number 20 here in Hungary. 2 more tournaments to go until the grand final in Ulaanbaatar. The next one will be played on Thursday and Friday in France. Verspont du Gard will be the host, and that's going to be followed this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, by the tournament that will be held in Montreal in Canada. Canada will be the last stop until the grand final. We will find out after that who are the teams qualified for the final tournament in Ulaanbaatar. Canada, the team who won it actually last year. The final tournament was held in Constanța, Romania. Two years ago, Romania also hosted the final tournament in Bucharest, and that was won by Germany. That was the so-called pandemic year, with many problems with traveling, with the tests. Well, we're happy we are back, and we're happy this is underway. Austria versus Hungary, first team foul against Hungary committed by Sholiatov, one of the most spectacular players you can find on the 3x3 basketball court. Sigrid Koizar here trying to get the first bucket of the game, and she does. Now the pass inside, Zsófiai trying to answer. She is fouled by Koizar. Now a top shot by the Hungarian team. Sholiatov trying to finish against a bigger defender. Now they are trying to take advantage inside, but good defense from this Hungarian team as Fanny Sabo was right there with her opponent, denying her the access. Shot clock violation here. This is Virak Veniger. Veniger with a spin. Ball rebounded by Crisper. Once again, Fanny Sabo putting some work into the defense and denying that ball. Veniger, top right hand hook shot. She's trying to get that ball back, but she won't. Sigrid Koizar here. Gives it to Simone Sale. Misses the shot. There's the rebound by Virak Veniger. Veniger with the crossover. Veniger, the hesitation move, the floater. Too many things. I know she's skilled, but this is tough to knock down, especially when you're using all of those magic shots in order to put a point on the board for your team. Veniger. Down low to Yanni. She is missing the right-hand hook shot. Low score affair so far, only 1 point on the board. Hungary yet to score in this game. 1 minute and 38 seconds into this. Veniger, maybe she will open the first one. It goes in, and Fuchs Roberton comes down with it, but she threw it away. Now the drive and the finish for Orsholyatov, who's tying the game at 1. She was fast and furious there. Fuchs Roberton here. Ball goes back to Sigrid Koizar, who lets it fly. Fuchs Roberton, the offensive rebound for her, the putback and the finish plus the foul. You're gonna take it and you're gonna like it, sister. That was the message to Orsholyatov, who committed a foul. And now Fuchs Roberton is going to the free throw line with a possibility of a 2-point play. She knocks down the free throw. Veniger, the lob pass inside to Yanni, nicely done. Zsofia Yanni will not miss from that position. Simone Sale was pushed there. But I think the foul is against Austria, an offensive foul, as they were trying to put the ball in the post. So that's against the Austrian team. That's team foul number 2, and we have a change of possession here. Veniger from outside. And that was a late whistle, but looks like she did not have enough space to land, so Simon Zil is following her, and that will send Virak Veniger to the free throw line for 2 shots. The first one is good. Well, exactly, I was anticipating we are approaching capacity crowd here in the Kosovo Square, but this is Debrecen. They love 3x3 basketball. They are so used to it. Baseline jumper missed by Sigrid Koizar. Yanni to Toth. Toth now denied by Sigrid Koizar, who has the ball, and she gives it down low to Anya Fuchs Roberton, who is missing the shot, but Austria still has it. This is Sigrid Koizar. Asks for a screen. The lob pass inside. That's a trap for Hungary, but looks like Veniger came a little bit late on the close-up, and she committed a foul. That's team foul number 3 against Hungary. She really collided there with Simone Zil. Koizar, the spin, and she lost the ball on her way to the basket. It looked like she's gonna have a wide open layup, but that was not the case. TV timeout here, still a low scoring affair. The possession is for Austria. Nina Crisper after the timeout. Fuchs Robertin lets it go. Offensive rebound by Koizar, who turns, but she goes straight into Veniger's hands. Another attempt for Austria, and it goes in. Nina Crisper stayed with it until the very end, and then she was held by Anja Fuchs-Robertin, who ties the game at 4. Now Zsofia Yani, with some kind of magic, she got that out of her pocket. Woo! This reminds me of that Queen song, It's Some Kind of Magic. This is exactly like what Zsofia Yani did there. We have a double foul here, so both teams accumulate one more. Both teams with 2 fouls to give. Orsholyatov is denied straight into Simone Hill's hand. She went straight up and she denied the access again. Toth from mid-range, yes! Sure hand from Orsholyatov. Now the ball goes inside. Anja Fuchs-Robertin. Access denied once again, courtesy of the Hungarian team who is there. Orsholyatov working double shifts here, offense and defense, and then she draws a foul against Fuchs-Robertin. Hungary gets the ball back from the top of the arc. Mid-range jump shot, back irons. The ball goes inside, Fuchs-Robertin. Second top scorer yesterday in the tournament misses that shot. Orsholyatov here puts it up. Still anybody's ball, but looked like it went out of bounds. The referee had the angle there. That was definitely with a foot on the line for Fanny Sabo. And that's going to be another foul against Hungary. Team foul number 5. 1 foul to give for both teams. Fuchs-Robertin. Sigrid Koizar nicely done. The reverse layup splits the lead in half. Fanny Sabo, the lob pass inside. Veniger fights for that ball and she knocks it down after posting and toasting in favor of Hungary. Now the mid-range jump shot. Nope, that's a pass in the end, and wide open for 2 is Koizar, who lets it go a little bit too long, but the putback is good, courtesy of Simone Hill. Offensive foul here against Birak Veniger. And Rada Tender, one of the referees, is saying that Veniger used her elbow in order to create some space here down low. Let's watch it again. Yeah, that elbow is a little bit too high, right into the back of the head of her opponent. So that's the last foul to give against Hungary. They are over the limit from now on. We're going to reach the midpoint of this game in 4 seconds. Fuchs-Robertin, the bounce pass inside. She gets the rebound back and she falls out of bounds. She was looking for a foul after the Sigrid Koizar's miss. Good defense by Fanny Sabo. I don't think that was a foul. They were fighting for the ball. Fuchs-Robertin landed out of bounds. So that was the correct call. Toth here. Gets back the handoff. The pass goes inside. Zsofia Yani puts it in. Right hand hook shot with a soft hand. Gets the friendly roll. But Fuchs-Robertin here escapes after hitting Zsofia Yani. At least that's what the body language of Yani is showing us. Now Orsholyatov, the handbrake was activated. The shot was no good. Austria can tie it here, but the game is stopped again because Zsofia Yani was clearly hit on that play. A lot of blood, as you probably saw. The Hungarian coach is screaming for an offensive foul on that last play. It looks like Jofiayani was hit with the elbow in her face by Fuchs Robeton, who misses the two-pointer here. Vaniger gets the rebound. Vaniger now puts it up. That almost went in, but Fuchs Robeton has the possession for Austria. Vaniger flies on the court and gets the takeaway. Orsholyatov on the drive. That won't go. Fuchs Robeton. She threw that away. Vaniger. Inside to Yanni. No, my bad. That's Fanny Sabo. Sabo misses the shots. Intercepted by Orsholyatov. Vaniger is stopped on the first attempt. The second one goes in. And Hungary goes up by 2. Austria now trying to create something in the offense, but that's another takeaway from Orsholyatov. Fanny Sabo here. Sabo in the paint, lost it. But it will stay with Hungary after the TV timeout. 9-7 the score, 3 minutes and 26 seconds left. So plenty of time until the end of this one. One possession ball game. Hungary here. Virak Vaniger using all that time she had to put another point on the board with a right-hand layup. That's a 10-7 lead in favor of the Hungarian team playing in front of a home crowd who needs a team to cheer for after Gyor being eliminated during the last quarterfinal by Neftchi after the overtime. 2 shots here for Austria. That was team foul number 7 against Hungary, so that means penalty. Sigrid Koizar at the free throw line. She makes the first shot. Keep in mind, Austria and Hungary met before 2 times. Austria won both games. Can Hungary win it for the first time against this team? Well, a huge rejection here by Simon Sil gives Austria the chance to tie the game or even take the lead with a double. Koizar kicks it out. Fuchs Robeton for the lead. Fanny Sabo soars for the rebound. Vaniger escapes there, gives it on the baseline. The shot is up by Sabo, but it's no good. Austria gets it again. Sigrid Koizar. And the basket inside by Simon Sil ties the game at 10. 2-point attempt, nothing but net. Virak Vaniger with a cold-blooded shot to give Hungary back the 2-point lead. Vaniger with a crossover here. Vaniger, the shot back down to 4. She's denied by Fuchs Robeton, who lobs it inside, and that's an assist. Nina Crisper splits the lead in half. 2 minutes and 12 seconds left. Orsholyatov from mid-range knocks it down. Hungary's up by 2 again. Fuchs Robeton, 1 against 2, misses the shot. It ricochets outside, but there is Fanny Sabo who grabs it for Hungary. Orsholyatov lets it go and hits! Huge 2-pointer from Orsholyatov, former European champion at the Under-18 Europe Cup here in Debrecen. She is one of the fan favorites. 2-point attempt here for Austria. That won't go for Sigrid Koizar. Vaniger fights for the rebound. Fanny Sabo. That would have been probably the dagger in this game. Fuchs Robeton all the way to the rim. Offensive foul here, as they were trying to get in the post. Too much pushing and grabbing. Look at that left hand or that right hand, I don't know. I'm not so sure about it after watching this replay. I don't know if Vinegar really did something wrong. Let's hear it out from the girls. Well, Hungary right now is in the driver's seat. Will they be able to protect this lead? 1 minute and 21 seconds left until the end of this bowl game. So plenty of time for Austria. 3-point lead in grade 3 basketball doesn't mean much. And Austria can get a point here, and they will. Sigrid Koizar avoiding the traffic and scoring from the paint. 1-point bowl game. Vani Sabo trying to create some space, lets it go. That was deflected. And now Sigrid Koizar has it for Austria. But they threw it away, and Fanny Sabo one miss from down low. Good pass from Virak Beniger, who facilitates the point for her teammates. Once again, a 3-point advantage in favor of the hosts. Fuchs Roberton, Sigrid Koizar for 2, yes! Huge 2-pointer for Sigrid Koizar, or Sholiato from mid-range. She hits it again. She is unstoppable. Fuchs Roberton gives the ball inside. Simon Zil splits the lead in half again. 30 seconds to go. Jofiayani checks back into the game and puts the ball into the bat. 18-16, Hungary, Austria. This is for the tie. Koizar misses the shot. She gets it back, wide open for 2. It rims out, but they have another possession. Almost threw it away. Fuchs Roberton looking for the tie. One more time, it rims out. One more time to get the offensive rebound. Koizar. Oh, that's a huge kickball. Why would you put the ball inside when you need a double with 2.6 seconds left? They caught a break here. Probably the Hungarian side didn't realize that, because if that ball would have gone through, then the game would have been over. You don't have anything to do with a 1 point. If you score 1 point, that's still over, and Hungary goes to the semifinals. Now, Austria calls for the timeout, 2.6 seconds left. Claudia Pop is watching from the baseline, along with Boglar Kabak and Janka Hegedus. Koizar here, 2 seconds left. Koizar, she needs a double for the tie, and that won't go. Hungary's through and will play in the semifinals against Neftchi after winning a dramatic finish against Austria. This is the first win for Hungary against Austria in the FIBA 3x3 history. 18-16, the final score. Plenty of action coming up. The semifinals coming up next. We're gonna have the first one in around 10 minutes. Lithuania versus Düsseldorf first, followed by Neftchi versus Hungary. Here are the highlights for Hungary versus Austria. Stay right here with us. We're gonna be back with more 3x3 action live from Debrecen.
God, that's how the road goes. Best try know the code though. Got two kids a no-no, especially the po-po. That there is a no-go. That's how we know you ain't robo. Know that your pops is a nick on the slide. Hate on they start all cause you couldn't shine and claim you're a don, never heard such a lie. If so should have handled the beef for life. Be that you're fabricating in your lines. And me and my man are really by the line. Shout out my brothers who not doing time. Won't be too long for your back on your grind. Swear down the devil, only troubles kings. That's how you know that we're destined to win. Try to take the crown, but the only thing is the one foot is out, the other's still in. Better some alligators. Snap on these chickens, do show they rate us. One of these brothers, you know they haters. Ain't no food in my gang, no we all have it. There's no debating. Better some alligators.
And then there were four. First semi-final at stop number 20 in the FIBA 3x3 Women's Series 2023 here in Debrecen in the Castle Square is going to be played between Lithuania and Düsseldorf SÜS. This is going to be for the third time this year when these two teams will face each other. So far, Düsseldorf won both games. They faced each other first time in Pristina in the pool stage, and then again only a few days ago in Baku on the tournament that Düsseldorf SÜS won for the first time this year. Düsseldorf SÜS is aiming for back-to-back wins in the FIBA 3x3 Women's Series, a performance that was accomplished so far only by China. At the start of the calendar, China won the first two tournaments in Wuhan and Austria. So we are moments away from the first possession of this game, Düsseldorf SÜS versus Lithuania. Once again, keep in mind, Lithuania is here without Kamila Načičkaitė, the hero from Katowice, but it looks like so far it doesn't matter, especially with Monika Grigalauskytė underneath the basket. Grigalauskytė playing amazingly yesterday and today, and she still is the top scorer of the tournament with 8 points per game. On the other hand, for Düsseldorf SÜS, Aoi Katsura, with a total of 6.3 on average, is the top scorer for this team. Lithuania started the competition with a 21-17 against Latvia, followed by a loss against Hungary, 19-15, but they defeated Canada in the quarterfinals, 18-15, to qualify for this semi-final. On the other hand, Düsseldorf SÜS still undefeated here in this tournament. They started with a blowout win against Azerbaijan, 22-7, followed by a 21-14 against Gyor, and they defeated Team USA in the quarterfinals, 7-11. Keep in mind that USA was represented here by the under-24 team. So the game is on. First semi-final. Düsseldorf SÜS with the possession, and they give it away right from the start. Aoi Katsura with a bad pass, intercepted by Grigalauskytė. Šulskė now on the drive, finds Grigalauskytė, and the top scorer of the tournament puts the ball into the net using the glass. Maeda. Degbian to Katsura. Once again, Katsura lets it go. Maeda with the offensive rebound, looks for Katsura. I don't know how that ball went in, but the GPS was activated and Katsura is saying thank you very much. Šulskė now with a fake. The bounce pass inside. Grigalauskytė was found with that pass, but she did not touch the rim. So that's going to be a shot clock violation. The pass goes inside here for Ama Degbian. Degbian here stops. She is denied. Once again, she tries to put it up, but there is the defense from Martina Petronaite, who puts the lock on her. And she will not attempt a shot to hit the rim. Shot clock violation. Donskicite to Petronaite. No, that's Šulskė looking for Petronaite now, who has the ball. 1 second left on the shot clock. Donskicite is denied by Jenny Crowder, who stayed right with her, not letting her score from on the hit. She had no other option. The shot clock was about to expire anyway. Ama Degbian here uses the glass to score the bucket for Düsseldorf SÜS. Donskicite was looking for Grigalauskytė, who gets the ball here. And that's another shot clock violation. This aggressive defense from Düsseldorf SÜS is a problem every single time. They're coming at you, they're not giving you any space, they're in your face, they're in your soul. You get nothing easy against this team. Katsura, usually she scores that shot, even though it looks so difficult, but this time it comes up empty and the ball rolls out of bounds. Petronaide here. Grigalowskide for Petronaide from the baseline. It ricochets straight into Schulzke's hands. Schulzke now with a spin, and she is fouled by Jenny Crowder. I'm not so sure about that. Jenny Crowder's arguing the call too, saying she was hit in the face with the elbow. For me, at least from my angle, it looked like Schulzke went straight into Jenny Crowder's chest here. Well, the hands might be a little bit too low from Jenny Crowder, and probably that was the reason they called her for a foul. So the free throw goes in. We are tied at 2. Jenny Crowder for Aoi Katsura. Katsura back to Maeda. Maeda now from mid-range. Did not touch anything. That's an air ball. Petronaide. Donskicida lets it go, and it stayed an eternity on the rim, but it did not drop. Katsura, Dagbian, back to Crowder, with the shot clock down to 3, she lets it fly, follows the rebound, and there's Ama Dagbian who recycles the attack for Düsseldorf Stus. She was going straight to the rim, but top shot against Grigalowskide. Schulzke to Donskicida. Donskicida got the step, misses the layup. Petronaide keeps the possession alive for Lithuania. And that's going to be a foul against Düsseldorf Sus. Team foul number 2. Petronaide. Hand off here to Donskicida. Schulzke. She wants to put Petronaide in the post, especially against Yuka Maeda, because she has the height advantage, and that's a mismatch. But Maeda active enough to deflect that ball. Lithuania will still have it, but the shot clock is a problem now for the Baltic team. They have to let it go here. Slim chances for Petronaide to hit that shot. Katsura. Low pass for Dagbian, who was grabbed from behind by Donskicida, recognizes the mismatch, and we have reached the first TV timeout of this game. 6:57 left. Well, you saw the players with some ice on their heads. It is still hot in Debrecen even at this hour. Right now it is 17 minutes past 8 p.m. in Debrecen, and we are registering 84 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 29 degrees Celsius. It was a very hot day with a maximum reaching 37 degrees Celsius. That means 99 Fahrenheit. So the heat might be a factor. Aoi Katsura on the drive. She's not going to be affected by that heat, and she is driving and thriving, giving Düsseldorf Sus back the lead. Offensive foul here against Grigalowskide. She is asking why she was called for that foul. It didn't look she did much. Probably Aoi Katsura was smart enough to sell that foul. At least from that replay, I didn't see her pushing or grabbing or anything like that. Now Aoi Katsura reparates Ama Dagbian in the paint, and that's a bullet pass. Schulzke now from outside. Won't go. Maeda back to Katsura. Dagbian sets the screen, gets the ball down low against Petronaide, and she uses the height advantage to add one more point on the board for Düsseldorf Sus. Donskicida, the step back, she lets it go. Petronaide and Debrecen fights for that rebound, and Debrecen who sticks the ball to her palm. Aoi Katsura. No! That was almost in. Now Maeda tries it from outside, still won't go, gets it again, misses it again. And finally, Grigalauskytė gets it for Lithuania, and the denial by Ama Debrecen against Neftchi. Maeda for two. They still cannot hit from beyond the arc. They still cannot hit from underneath the basket. And finally, Yuka Maeda with, was that the sixth shot or something like that in a row? Finally, Yuka Maeda scores for Düsseldorf SÜS, who is building a 4-point lead now. Once again, on the replay, it will blossom, even though on live it was awesome. That was the last play with the rejection from Ama Debrecen. Jenny Crowder here puts it inside to Debrecen. This time it rolls out. And that's going to be a foul against the German team. Neftchi, Schulske here from mid-range, yes! Very important bucket for Lithuania. Maeda misses another two-pointer. Nothing drops from the land of plenty for Düsseldorf SÜS so far. But they are thriving from the paint. Jenny Crowder to Katsura. Katsura trying it from mid-range, still no good. Grigalauskytė with the board. Neftchi back to Grigalauskytė. But there is Maeda who read that like an open book, and now Katsura almost scored after the contact. The game goes on, and that's going to be a foul against Aoi Katsura. Team foul number 5 against Düsseldorf SÜS. So Düsseldorf SÜS with only one foul to give from this moment. Or maybe I'm wrong. I think that was only the 4th team foul. Yep, they had 3 before. So that's only the 4th team foul. This is the 5th one. I wasn't anticipating this, so it's not on me. I didn't jinx it or anything. It just happened. This is the 5th team foul. Okay, now we're good. Schulske, Petronaide lobs it inside, and Grigalauskytė scores from underneath the rim. Jenny Crowder here lets it go and hits! Finally, Düsseldorf SÜS finds something from beyond the arc. Neftchi. She gets it back from Grigalauskytė but cannot answer. Katsura to Maeda. Debrecen back to Maeda. She wasn't able to score from outside. Maybe she'll do it here. No, but there is Katsura flying again on the court and recycling another attack for the Düsseldorf SÜS. That's another foul against Lithuania. Team foul number 5. 4:04 to go. I don't know. Something is not found. I don't have any ideas right here. But this is 4:04. I had to say that. Well, defense not found here for Lithuania. Great pass from Ama Debrecen as Jenny Crowder had a wide open lane to score with a left hand layup. The same applies here for Düsseldorf SÜS after the pick and roll. Grigalauskytė putting the point on the board for Lithuania. Jenny Crowder. Crowder with a hesitation move, escapes from the defense, and once again there's no rotation, and she scores, putting a 5-point lead in favor of Düsseldorf SÜS, making a 4-point lead after the bucket scored by Neftchi. Lob pass inside. Debrecen. Power move by Ama Debrecen there. Get out of my way. Punishing Gabriele Schulske. I think Schulske was trying to sell the foul, trying to impress the referees and tell them that she was pushed and that should have been an offensive foul. Did not care about it, and no whistle was blown. The whistle was blown after the play was made, so that's gonna be a technical foul against Lithuania, I think, for arguing that goal. We have reached the second TV timeout of the game. So after the technical foul, Düsseldorf is at the line. Yuka Maeda adds another point. Or this is what I thought it happened. I think the shot was missed actually. I didn't have the best angle there, but looks like the shot was missed. So it stays 11-6. Yeah, that was short. Grigaloskida though will not miss it from inside. Katsura pulls the trigger. Look at that rebound from Debrecen, who soars for it and puts it in. That's a power move. Nothing can stop her on that play. Grigaloskida here, the reverse layup comes up short. Not enough English on that. And now Aoi Katsura with a contested attempt over Petronaide. 2 minutes and 47 seconds left. Jenny Crowder drives fast and furious to the rim, adding another point to this Düsseldorf lead. Schulze here, driving on the left hand, puts it up with the right one, and she knocks it down. Nicely done by Gabriele Schulze. Crowder with a hand in her face, that is denied by Schulze. Lithuania is still fighting in this game, trying to reach the final in the FIBA 3x3 Women's Series for the third time this season. Maybe the third time's the charm after losing the final in Clermont-Ferrand and in Katowice, but now they're in real trouble. They have to come back from a 5-point deficit against Düsseldorf Sus, a team full of confidence after winning the last tournament in Baku. They would love to go back-to-back. Petronaide turns and misses the shot, but she gets it again. Looks for Grigaloskida in the post. Nicely done, great fundamentals. She is so skilled down low. 4-point ball game. Well, that's a foul against Lithuania, so that's gonna put Düsseldorf Sus at the line for 2 shots. For Düsseldorf, it would be the second final, but just like I mentioned, it would be second consecutive final. They are on a 11-win streak. Grigaloskida adds another point for Lithuania after Düsseldorf putting 2 on the board from the free throw line. Anna Debrecen here against Grigaloskida. Debrecen lost her balance and the shot clock expires. Schulze, they really need a double here. A 1-pointer would be good too, but Grigaloskida misses the mid-range jump shot. And Schulze is the last one to touch that ball. Düsseldorf Sus gets it back. 1 minute and 22 seconds until the end of this one. Katsura puts the ball inside. Jenny Crowder, nothing will stop her, not even Gabriele Schulze, who was right there with her contesting that shot. Schulze now on the baseline, kicks it out. Petronaide for 2, and that will be squeezed between the iron and the board. Fresh Wilson juice, everybody, fresh Wilson juice. Yeah, squeeze it, squeeze it. Of course, that's gonna be a jump ball. Maybe they should have asked one of the dunkers that will participate in the down contest qualification for the next stop of the FIBA 3x3 World Tour that will be held in Constanța, Romania on September 4th and 10th to come here and take that vote, but that will do it, courtesy of Jenny Crowder. Katsura, back to Crowder. She looks for Katsura, turns, fires, scores. Nothing you can do against that shot. If she makes that, you can say, you know what, I did enough. 2-point field goal for Neftchi, who keeps Lithuania in this game. Ama Debrecen looking for Jenny Crowder, back to Debrecen, great pass, and Debrecen won't be able to score, but she'll be able to grab the rebound, and that's a fresh 12 for Düsseldorf. Katsura to Debrecen. Debrecen here driving on the left hand, puts it up. A 2-pointer would be huge here. Neftchi again, no! But they grab the rebound courtesy of Petronaide. Neftchi with the drive. The right hand layup is missed. Jenny Crowder gets it. And Düsseldorf can sense it here. 2-point field goal. Aoi Katsura with the dagger. 4 seconds left. One more point from Petronaide. But this is the final score. And Düsseldorf will play back-to-back finals. And their opponent will be Neftchi or Hungary. 19-13 against Lithuania. Düsseldorf wins it again. And for the third time this year, they defeat the Baltic squad. Here are the highlights for this game. We're going to be back right away with the second semi-final. Neftchi versus Hungary in front of a frenetic crowd here in the Castle Square, downtown Debrecen.
Have you ever wondered how the best did it? They never second guessed. They didn't set limits. Are you a follower or a visionary? Can you handle the load that you were meant to carry? 'Cause we're on a mission. Listen, it's beyond description. We don't want to fit in if we're living in a contradiction. We need a brand of passion that you can't imagine. Don't hesitate. Rub the lamp, lad. It's just so incredible. Gotta have it. Can't let it go. If you don't try, you'll never know that this is incredible. It's just so incredible. Gotta have it. Can't let it go. If you don't try, you'll never know that this is incredible. Not a marketing scheme, so it's hard to believe. All of the new energy you're starting to see. Moving as fast as a bull, charging the scene, but on point like a laser, targeting beam. Hit your body quick as a swift karate kick, so people feel it even if they won't acknowledge it. But you had to know it when the track exploded. You tried to go and grab a hold it as it catapulted. Now we're setting sail on the epic scale of discovery. So respect the trail, 'cause you gotta face it. Watch it in amazement. There's only one, ain't no replacement. It's just so incredible. Gotta have it, can't let it go. And it's in time, on schedule. It's just so incredible. It's just so incredible. Gotta have it, can't let it go. If you don't try, you'll never know that this is incredible. Incredible.
Only one spot up for grabs for the final of the FIBA 3x3 Women's Series in Debrecen, Hungary. And Hungary is represented here by the national team against Neftchi, a team that won 3 tournaments so far this year, and a team that defeated Hungary every single time when they met until now. 2 meetings this year, one in Austria and one in Shusha. Both of them were won by this Neftchi team. This is actually a rematch of the semi-final in Shusha, where Neftchi won against Hungary. A great image above the Kosovo Square. This is next to the Reformed Great Church of Debrecen, a church that was built between 1805 and 1824, neoclassical style, and this is absolutely amazing host for 3x3 basketball. Once again, we have reached almost capacity crowd here. Even for the FIBA 3x3 Women's Series, they love basketball here in Debrecen, and we are loving it too. Stay here with us on the FIBA 3x3 channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to follow our account on Instagram, dedicated specially for women basketball. That's FIBA 3x3W. Hit that follow button. Orsi Toth with the first possession of this game. Looking for Zsofia Jani in the post against Carter. Jani turns, comes up short, and there's Brianna Frazier with a rebound. Molenhauer lets it fly. Got the rust out of the iron, but that won't go. It stays. Zip, zip. Virak Veniger from outside. She knocks it down. This is the first bucket of the game. Neftchi with 2 players in the top 5 scorers this tournament. Brianna Frazier with 7.3 points per game, and Alexandra Molenhauer with 7 points per game. But the hero for Neftchi during that quarterfinal against Gyor was Erica Carter, who scored a 2-pointer in the overtime to qualify Neftchi to this semi-final, where Hungary starts with back-to-back doubles. After Virak Veniger, it is Fanny Szabolcs' turn to hit it from outside. And we have a 4-0 lead in favor of Hungary, only 38 seconds into this game. Molenhauer. This is Frazier, the lob pass to Molenhauer, uses the left hand perfectly. Crossover here from Veniger, trying to keep the dribble alive. Gives it to Zsofia Jani, who has to put it up as the shot clock was about to expire. That goes straight into Brianna Frazier's hands. She lets it go. Ulianova with the offensive rebound, and the putback is good. Veniger back to Szabolcs again. Not this time. You know that rule, you live by the jumper, you die by the jumper. They started excellent from the land of plenty, but last 2 shots didn't go in. And slow and steady, Neftchi is getting back into this one. 3-0 run after the basket made by Dina Ulianova, who is playing amazing defense here, denying Virak Veniger. Molenhauer to Ulianova in the post, turns, shoots, misses the shot, second attempt is good. Dina Ulianova with back-to-back baskets, and just like that, we have a tight ball game. Zsofia Jani, this is her shot! This is her magic! Another Houdini from Zsofia Jani, and Hungary stops the run, but Dina Ulianova is going on microwave mode. She is cooking on every single play. Back-to-back-to-back baskets for her. Frazier now puts it in, plus the foul after surviving the contact. And Neftchi can go up by 2 if she completes the 2-point play. Brianna Frazier, as I mentioned moments ago, the number 4 scorer in this tournament, 7.3 points per game, and she knocks down that shot too. For Hungary, Virak Veniger is the top scorer with 5.3 points per game. She puts it up here and she knocks it down against the contact. Wow! Virak Veniger muscling her way in front of Erica Carter. who is arguing the call right now, saying I did nothing wrong. Virak Vaniger rolls that in. We are tied at 7. Fast pace so far in this game. Mollenhauer. Ulyanova, this is what she did all game long. Gets the ball back, misses it again, gets it again, and once. One more time, she draws the foul. She'll have to earn it from the charity stripe after 3 misses in a row. Dina Ulyanova puts the ball in. Both here. Sabo gets it back from Yanni, lets it fly, comes up empty. That's an air ball, even though she is pretending that the ball was deflected and Hungary will still have it. Should still have it, I should have said. But the refs are not going to give her the ball. Carter here for Frazier. Frazier on the move, puts it up. The rebound goes to Orsholiato. Jofiayani here. Sabo. Back to Yanni. Or she told she has to put it up. 1 second on the shot clock. Frazier with a board, but she threw it away. Not on the same page with Erica Carter. And we have reached the first TV timeout of this one. A 1-point advantage in favor of Neftchi. Neftchi had no problems yesterday in the full stage. They demolished both Ukraine and the under-24 Team USA, 22-6, respectively 21-9. But it was another story yet today in the quarterfinals, where Neftchi dodged the bullet many times as Fanny Sabo scored for Hungary, and they won against Gyor after the overtime, thanks to a 2-pointer by Erica Carter. Power move here by Brianna Frazier, who puts the basketball into the net. Yanni to Vaniger. Vaniger off balance shot. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? Come on, girl. You cannot do it like that. Frazier now muscling her way in the paint. Puts it in. Plus the foul. Well, sometimes Brianna Frazier looks too big, too strong, too good. Talking about undefeated teams, this Hungarian team is also undefeated. 19-15 against Lithuania and 18-5 against Latvia. Dina Ulyanova puts it in with a second attempt after the missed free throw. Hungary won against Austria 18-16 in quarterfinals. That was the first win for Hungary against Austria in the history of the national 3x3 women's team. One more point here for Brianna Frazier. Neftchi is starting to run away with the score here, but plenty of time until the end of this one. Virak Vaniger against Brianna Frazier, who altered that shot perfectly. Mollenhauer. The screen is set. Mollenhauer lets it go. Frazier with a second attempt, and she puts it in again. There's nothing Hungary can do against Brianna Frazier, who's dominating the paint so far. Carter for Mollenhauer. Back to Carter, who got the step. She sees Ulyanova wide open on the baseline. Ulyanova wants the easy shot, and she goes straight into the teeth of the defense, scoring against Fanny Sabo. Vaniger lets it go from outside with a hand in her face. She follows the ball, and she puts it in with a second attempt. Mollenhauer for 2. Got the rim twice. Or she took with the rebound. Erica Carter almost stole that. Toth Yanni for two. Another aggressive rebound by Brianna Fraser. Erica Carter here, trying to work through the screen. Carter, the crossover, a little bit still long on the offense, and she recognizes that. That's a shot clock violation against Neftchi. The step back from Orshi Toth, and she puts it in. Orshi Toth with a steal here, and after the takeaway, she delivers the assist to Virak Veniger, and just like that, we have a one-possession ball game. Mollenhauer. The lob pass inside to Fraser. Problems for her to reach to that ball. The fadeaway won't go, and Virak Veniger has the ball here for Hungary. Yanni to Veniger. Yanni's wide open. She can tie it right here. Lets it slide. Comes up short, but she gets the rebound and finds underneath the basket. Toth, who puts it up. No good against Carter. Fraser with a board. Mollenhauer back to Fraser in the post, and she is fouled from behind by Virak Veniger. Fraser gives the rock to Mollenhauer. Carter, the hero of the quarterfinal, once again for two, once again puts it in. Erica Carter coming up big when the game needed her most. Orshi Toth against Carter, and that's an offensive foul after Carter sacrificing her body in order to take the possession back for Neftchi. TV timeout with 3 minutes and 51 seconds left. Whew. That was a big hit. Carter accepted it right in the neck. Great atmosphere here, downtown Debrecen. 3:47 left. Brianna Fraser with the ball inside, hits again. Hungary with no more fouls to give, so they cannot stop her by fouling on the entry pass. Funny Salo denied by Ulyanova, who lowers the ceiling once again. Look at that block. Not on my watch. Less than 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Orshi Toth needs to find something here, but she got her pockets picked off by Carter. Mollenhauer inside against Veniger. Tough shot. Well defended by Virak Veniger, who has the ball here for Hungary. Veniger, the step back, the two-pointer, the miss. But there's the rebound by Toth, who puts it in on time. The shot clock was not reset there. That's why I mentioned that. Now Erica Carter fouled by Toth, and she will go to the free throw line for two shots as Orshi Toth is arguing the call. First shot goes in. Erica Carter. Cashes in again. Neftchi within 2 points of winning this game before time expires. Zsofia Yanni. This is her shot. Put it in a spin cycle, sister. Mollenhauer here. Stops, pops, and drops. Ooh, that was nice. Tough crossover. Yanni lets it go for two. Fraser with the ball. Neftchi can win it right here. Brianna Fraser wants the double, and she ends it in style right between the eyes of Zsofia Yanni. Brianna Fraser sends Neftchi to the final. 22-14, the final score. After this cold-blooded shot by Brianna Fraser, who said, I don't want to work out in the post anymore. Just let me hit you with that 2-pointer. It will go in, and we're going to go to the final. That is coming up next on our FIBA 3x3 channel. But we're going to have around a 35-minute break. Until then, you're going to enjoy the dunk contest qualification for the next stop of the FIBA 3x3 World Tour. But first, we're going to have the highlights for this game. Second semi-final, Neftchi versus Hungary. Easy win in the end for Neftchi. So two sponsor teams face-to-face in Debrecen in the final. That's coming up next in about 35 minutes here on our channel. Düsseldorf Zeus versus Neftchi. Will Düsseldorf Zeus win back-to-back titles, or will Neftchi become the third team with 4 titles this year after China and Canada? Stay with us and you will find out. Work with us, not against us.
up in that. Can't mix up in that madness, you get me? Yeah, hey. Don't have to call my line, might as well save your bread. Message me multiple times, you'll get left on red. Why you gotta stand so close? Understand we are not friends. When we're doing pally, most of them faking the end. Don't have to call my line, might as well save your bread. Message me multiple times, you will get left on red. Why you gotta stand so close? Understand we are not friends. When we're doing pally, most of them faking the end. Don't get it twisted, say my name pop, when we're no limit. Let me dad, you know you can't fix it. The mad energy's too dark to risk it. Since a teen on you, I be a misfit. Couldn't even repair that tap fit. You lot sharing split about business. Rather be at home, tea and biscuit. Not to the biscuit, not play victim. But your actions are what made you a flick. Addicted to beg and I beg that you stay far. Don't smile in my face, I'm pretty like I'm Ray Charles. Hit the road, I'm in it to make bars, bare family. We don't adopt any fake cars. Rather chat business than to make cars. If that's you when I bit late hard. Sayonara, au revoir. Take your whole career as a part. What's a flow T to an art? Little fish can't put fear in a shop. Bait from my pen when creating an art, and I know how to shine when I'm facing the dark. Basic MCs are a walk in the park, and I still see no right when I race into walk. I was never faced from the start, riding away from the oceans apart. Speak about peace, but there's hate in the heart. Don't want you to win, they're just making a mark. That is what they preach, I'm not involved. Keep my distance, true colour shows. So gonna stay involved with them when creating your club. Don't have to call my line, might as well save your brain. Message me multiple times, you'll get left on red. Why you gotta stand so close? Understand we are not friends. When we're doing pally, most of them faking the end. Don't have to call my line, might as well save your bread. Message me multiple times, you'll get left on red. Why you gotta stand so close? Understand we are not friends. When we're doing pally, most of them faking the end. What's loyalty nowadays? Is it just a phase for your entertainment? Every week it's a rearrangement. Every chat is a different statement. Heard your tone switch, thought no one noticed when certain names got mentioned. Just last week you were calling a fam, firms in their hands on entrance. Cut ties but you can't cut tension. Extension can't reach no more. Same time you wanna call with excuses. Same time you'll be a +44. Same time you wanna indirectly, I must expect your moves to get thrown. Can't take this for no animation. If it's sketchy then it's looked off, no respawn. I was blessed from born, mad that I'm here with the mess I saw. Real situations expose your soul, real situation expose your thoughts. I was blessed from born, mad that I'm here with the mess I saw. Real situations expose your soul, real situations expose your thoughts.
doing it really, 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 yo. Big dreams, I want big, yo. Clubbing all night, champagne popping, get it faded. Girls on my waistline, tell the DJ it's bass time. I got these girls all over me, they're going down, down for some FaceTime. If it ain't pumping, it ain't mine. When the crowd get hyped, up I stage dive. And people in my case like I'm okay, but I see through all of them fake smiles. You think I'm cocky, her ain't I? Why you grilling on me day night? Party hardy, though, full moon till the break of dawn, I mean daylight. Dude, I'm killing it, smoking them all like a
Düsseldorf Sus versus Neftchi is the final here in Debrecen for the FIBA 3x3 Women's Series. We are getting ready for the introduction of the teams, and then I'm going to be back with you with more info about this 100% sponsored teams final. So no national team in the final this time. Düsseldorf Sus and Neftchi fighting for supremacy here in Debrecen. Will this be the second tournament in a row taken by Düsseldorf Sus, or will Neftchi become the third team this year to have 4 titles in total in the FIBA 3x3 Women's Series? All the action will follow here on the FIBA 3x3 channel. Stay with us. For the second time this year, Düsseldorf Sus and Neftchi are face to face. The first time they met in Melilla, Spain. Düsseldorf won that game, but that was in a pool stage. This time the stakes are way higher. This is for the title. This is for supremacy here in the Castle Square in downtown Debrecen. Right next to the Reformed Great Church of Debrecen, Düsseldorf Sus and Neftchi will play against each other in order to win the title. Meanwhile, the top scorer of the tournament became Brianna Fraser with an average of 7.8 per game. So Brianna Fraser surpassed Monika Grigalauskaitė from Lithuania and surpassed Claudia Pop from Gyor, who is now the second top scorer of this tournament. For Hungary, for Gyor, my bad, Claudia Pop was second. On the other hand, for Düsseldorf Sus, Aoi Katsura with 6 points per game is the player to keep an eye on. But Ama Degbian will have to be huge in the paint, especially against Brianna Fraser. That's a matchup that might be the key here in this final. So Ama Degbian versus Brianna Fraser in the paint can be the key of this game. I'm happy that you are here with us on the FIBA 3x3 channel. We are waiting your opinions on the live chat too. Once again, hello everybody, my name is Cosmin Petrescu. It is a honor and a pleasure for me to be your voice for this final that will start in just a few moments. Yuka Maeda, with the first possession of the game, gives the ball to Aoi Katsura. Katsura with a spin top shot, she usually knocks that down, but this time probably she did not warm up enough. Erika Carter here, she was the hero in the quarterfinals with that 2-point shot in the overtime that sent Neftchi to the semifinal, and now She reparates inside the paint. Dina Ulyanova, who opens the first wound. Ama Degbian answers, also from the paint. Mollenhauer back to Ulyanova. She was huge in the semi-final and she stays red hot from the paint. She's getting more confident now, especially when she gets the ball down low. She played excellent against Hungary, had some moments when she looked unstoppable in the 3-second area. And this is exactly how she opens this final. Good defense here by Erica Carter. After the takeaway, the ball goes inside to Fraser, but this is the matchup that I was talking about. Great defense from Ama Degbian, who gets the ball back for Düsseldorf Sus, who lets it fly. Jenny Crowder comes up way short. Probably that ball barely touched the rim, and it goes out of bounds. It will be Neftchi's ball. Once again, in the case you don't know this, Düsseldorf Sus representing Germany, Neftchi representing Azerbaijan. Fraser to Carter. She had some problem of the reception. Now she lets it go from mid-range. Brianna Fraser with the putback, and we are witnessing a 2-point lead in favor of Neftchi. Crowder on the move, puts it up. The rebound goes to Carter. Ulyanova was pushed from behind, but she had the advantage in that mismatch, so Yuka Maeda doing exactly what she needed to do there, adding a foul for Düsseldorf, but not letting her opponent to get a ball in the post. Now Fraser looks for Mollenhauer inside, and Neftchi scores again. Katsura with the spin. Katsura puts it up on the reverse layup. She was pushed in midair. She will have to earn it from the charity stripe. I was saying that Aoi Katsura is the top scorer for this Neftchi team. Katsura with 6 points per game, followed by Alexandra Mollenhauer with 5.8. On the other hand, we have Brianna Fraser, the top scorer of the tournament, with 7.8 points per game. But Dina Ulyanova is cooking. She went all microwave mode starting that semi-final, and she is still red hot from the paint. Katsura with a hand in her face. That won't go. And Erica Carter comes down with a rebound. Ulyanova against Degbian this time, lost the ball for a second. She gets it back. Mollenhauer wide open for two. Wow, Aoi Katsura dodged the bullet there, but she did not box out. Another miss, another one from Ulyanova. And in the end, Ulyanova draws the foul, so she will have to get it from the free throw line. It is still hot here in Debrecen. I was talking about a hot day where the temperature rises to a max of 99 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 37 degrees Celsius. At this time, we have an 80 degrees Fahrenheit, probably even hotter down there on the court. That's 27 degrees Celsius. And this is 9:30 p.m. in Hungary. Jenny Crowder back to Maeda. Maeda with a hand in her face. You're gonna take it and you're gonna like it, sister. That was the message straight into Alexandra Mollenhauer's face. Mollenhauer now gets the ball from Ulyanova. Good defense by Crowder, who came with a trap and stole that ball. And now we have a foul against Mollenhauer. This is gonna be added to the Neftchi's total. Katsura. The bounce pass is intercepted here by Mollenhauer. Brianna Fraser in the paint. She is fouled by Katsura. Yeah, the hand was lower there against Fraser. Goes to the free throw line and knocks that down. 7-3 in favor of Neftchi. Jenny Crowder, a ball got deflected. Crowder gets it back, and fast and furious, she goes straight to the rim, putting it into the nets. 3-point ball game. Erica Carter now on the drive. What you can do, I can do even better. That was the message. Straight to Jenny Crowder, who has the ball here, pulls the trigger. got the front of the rim, but Ama Degbian tracks that down. Unfortunately for her, I think she dribbled that on the baseline. Now we have a TV timeout with 6 minutes and 39 seconds left, and we will hear it from the players. The game resumes. Neftchi on offense. Ulyanova to Frazier, who puts it in even though Ama Degbian was all over her. Power move by Frazier. Neftchi up by 5. Degbian answers with the left-hand hook shot. And Yuka Maeda almost got a takeaway here, but she did not have enough breaks there to stop inbounds. So Neftchi by 4, Mollenhauer to Frazier. Back to Mollenhauer. She keeps the dribble alive. Brianna Frazier puts it up for 2, right between the eyes of Ama Degbian. Brianna Frazier just excels on every aspect of the game. Can Maeda answer? Well, not this time. Mollenhauer to Frazier again. And this time, Ama Degbian did everything in her power to stop her. Too big, too strong, too good. Degbian now in the paint, puts it up in a mismatch, and she draws a foul against Alexandra Mollenhauer. But this is a 7-point lead in favor of Neftchi. Degbian misses the free throw. Ulyanova with a rebound. Carter puts it up. Katsura tracks that down. Aoi Katsura with a fake. Gives it to Crowder. Back to Katsura. Degbian in the post against Mollenhauer. She has the advantage in this mismatch, especially while Frazier gets some rest on the bench. Now Erica Carter driving through the paint. Mollenhauer was looking for Ulyanova, who is sanctioned with a 3-second violation. That's going to be a turnover against Neftchi. Well, yeah, Ulyanova stayed way too long there in the paint, trying to post up against Katsura, who has the rock here. Katsura with a spin. Carter all over her. Katsura knocks it down anyway. Carter from outside. Look at that box out from Maeda, but that was not enough, and Erica Carter finds the ball back and puts it in on the drive. Neftchi by 6. Katsura to Crowder. Back to Maeda, the fake, the shot. That ball did not touch the rim. Small talk there between Frazier and Mollenhauer. Right now, Neftchi is rolling. Trying to end 13-game winning streak for Düsseldorf Sus. Turnaround J. Perfect for Aoi Katsura. Now the shot is made by Erica Carter. Katsura again from outside. The ball goes straight into Brianna Frazier's hands. Carter up 1 foot. Are you kidding me? This ain't right, girl. You cannot do it like that in front of adults. Come on. Double foul here, so the bucket will not count. Yuka Maeda hit that from outside, but the whistle was blown before the shot was released, so both teams will get 1 foul. Maeda Tries to keep the dribble alive against Frazier, but that's a shot clock violation. Abadi, 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 that's old, folks. That was the message from Brianna Frazier. She puts the lock on her opponent and gets the ball back for Neftchi, who is up by 7. We're approaching the second TV timeout of this game. Mollenhauer to Frazier, back to Mollenhauer, pulls the trigger. Empty bullet this time as Amadekvian gets back the rebound. Now Jenny Crowder gives it outside to Aoi Katsura. Usually she thrives from this turnaround, Jay. Not this time. Crowder again with another rebound. Katsura from outside. Won't go. And this time, Katsura and Crowder, even though they were close to the ball, will not vacuum that into their hands. And when we are reaching the second TV timeout of this game with 3 minutes and 37 seconds left until the end of this, we still have a 7-point advantage in favor of Neftchi. Brianna Frazier looked like a walking bucket throughout this game, throughout this tournament, to be honest. As I was saying at the start of the final, she is the top scorer of the FIBA 3x3 Women's Series Debrecen stop with 7.8 points per game. And she demonstrates in this final that she cannot be stopped, or at least until now. Carter, back to Mollenhauer. Carter gets it back here. Puts it inside to Ulyanova. She has to put it up. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Ulyanova steps out of bounds. That's going to be a turnover against Neftchi. I think right here the foot was on the line. We don't have a clear look on that baseline, so I'm just going to assume the referee was right. Crowder through the screen. Back to Katsura, pulls the trigger. Another empty bullet and another ball that rolls out of bounds. Nothing goes down from the land of plenty for Düsseldorf Sus, and they really need that as Frazier checks back into the game. Carter thought about it. Looks like she did not dribble the ball in time. That's a traveling violation. Katsura looking for the screen. Gets it from Crowder. Katsura off balance shot. That rolls in. Right now, Düsseldorf Sus with a small lineup. No Amadekvian on the court. Frazier wants the ball down low because she had the advantage there. And this is exactly where the rock goes. Good recognizing of the mismatch for Neftchi. And Yuka Maeda has only the chance to foul Brianna Frazier, who heads to the free throw line. That's good too. Katsura with a hand in her face, not even close. Ulyanova gives the rock to Mollenhauer. Frazier. Degbian all over her. Frazier now on the drive. Looks for Ulyanova. Nicely done. Degbian with the rejection. But there is Frazier, who once again converts the garbage into gold. Adding another point to this Neftchi's total. More than paid by Maeda. Nothing but air. Neftchi dominating this final. That was a huge rejection for Degbian, but once again, Brianna Frazier at the right spot on the right time. Carter here, keeping the dribble alive. Carter stops. Good defense by Amadekvian, who altered that shot. Once again, Frazier went on the sidelines. She's catching a breath right now. This time, Düsseldorf should look for Amadekvian, who has some kind of a mismatch in the paint, but Aoi Katsura insists with these 2-pointers, they don't drop in this final. Fatigue might be a factor here. They played a lot of games in this heat. Yesterday, they played in the afternoon, so that was even tougher. Because late during the night, we had the knockout stage of the World Tour. Mollenhauer with another point, and Neftchi now has the double of the amount of points that Düsseldorf SÜS has on the board. Katsura, this is her shot. You can do anything against that. Mollenhauer for two. Ulyanova there. Got the rebound. Look at that hustle. Body's on the floor. Ulyanova keeps it for Neftchi, who looks for the shot there, and Katsura is called for the foul, and she is not happy about it. That will send Mollenhauer to the free throw line, and I think Katsura was right. I think she got all ball there. And Düsseldorf SÜS is in the penalty, so that means Mollenhauer will attempt two shots. Cashes it in on both of them. Neftchi within one of winning this tournament. Crowder for Maeda. She lets it go out of bounds. Neftchi with the ball. They can wrap up the tournament here. The top scorer in Debrecen, Brianna Fraser with the ball. Gives it up to Erica Carter from the baseline. Fraser gets the rebound. Now Fraser looks for Ulyanova in the post, and for the fourth time this year, Neftchi gets the title in the FIBA 3x3 Women's Series, winning it here in the Kosovo Square in downtown Debrecen with that bucket from Tina Ulyanova. Undefeated in the tournament, Neftchi gets an easy win in the final against Düsseldorf SÜS, stopping a 13-game winning streak for the German team, who was looking for back-to-back titles, but they did not have enough. 21-10 is the final score in favor of Neftchi, who wins it again after getting the first title in Susha on June 13th, repeating that performance in Netanya on July 3rd, and getting the third title on August 19 in Malia, Spain. Now they are the Queens of Hungary here in Debrecen. The highlights from this final, but it wasn't even close. Neftchi dominated from the start, and they created a cushion that became more and more comfortable. The awards ceremony is coming up next on the FIBA 3x3 channel. Until then, don't forget, 2 more tournaments are going to be played this week, and I'm going to be happy to be your voice for those 2 again. First, Thursday and Friday, we're going to be in France, in Varsmont-de-Gard. 12 teams are going to fight there, 12 teams on the main draw. We also have 2 qualifying draws, so huge interest for that tournament in France. And then we're going to end the regular season with a tournament in Montreal on September 2nd and 3rd. That's Saturday and Sunday. And after that, we will find out the teams qualified for the Ulaanbaatar Grand Final in Mongolia, where on September 16th and September 17th, the best 12 teams in the FIBA 3x3 Women's Series will fight for the title in 2023. The biggest season so far, a total of 23 tournaments, more than $1 million in cash. This time, Neftchi will get home with the title and the biggest amount of money here in Debrecen. This is what happened today, the results for the quarterfinals, semifinals, and the final. We had some close games, we had some big leads too. The final was not even close. Actually, we had 2 semifinals won by Düsseldorf and by Neftchi without too many problems, and then Neftchi won against Düsseldorf. So probably the game of the day was the one between Neftchi and Gyor, where Neftchi won in the overtime. Sometimes just one shot can make the difference between winning and losing. If Gyor would have scored one of the 2-pointers, Neftchi would have been eliminated in the quarterfinals. But now they are again the champions. Here the awards ceremony is coming up next. Great view over the great Reformed Church of Debrecen downtown here in the second largest city in Hungary, the most valuable player of the tournament. I don't think anybody had any doubts about that. Brianna Fraser, the top scorer of the tournament. She was unstoppable. And Fraser gets the most valuable player. And she will be joined very soon by her teammates to get the check and the title here in Debrecen. Brianna Fraser again, the most valuable player. She's collecting MVPs. So Team Neftchi, for the fourth time this year, winning a tournament in the FIBA 3x3 Women's Series. The usual suspects, Alexandra Mollenhauer, Erika Carter, Dina Ulyanova, and Brianna Fraser, the most valuable player of the tournament, will get the check and the prize for the winners here in Debrecen. Tournament that started for Neftchi with a 22-6 win against Ukraine, followed by a 21-9 win against the U24 Team USA, and today 20-18 against Gyor in the quarterfinals after OT, 22-14 against Hungary in the semifinals, and a 21-10 solid win in the final against Düsseldorf to stop the supremacy for Düsseldorf. They are the winners here, already qualified for the grand final in Ulaanbaatar. They're going to be a tough rock, a tough team to beat. And right now Neftchi is the third team that has 4 titles this year. China and Canada, the only other 2 teams who won it 3 times. I hope you enjoy the action here in downtown Debrecen. Once again, Kosovo Square, a wonderful host for 3x3 basketball. We had good games, we had thrillers, we have drama, and we are looking forward for the next one in Gyor Thursday and Friday. You can check the schedule on womenseries.fiba3x3.com. Don't forget to subscribe on the FIBA 3x3 YouTube channel. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow FIBA 3x3W Instagram account, where you can find a lot of highlights. My name is Cosmin Petrescu. It was a pleasure to be here with you. All the best. See you next time.